and gentlemen, there is an issue that I want us to understand. And speaking to that kind of issue, I think it will make it so palatable and it will distill into us so correctly. You know, Rocio has traveled out of the villa. And the main reasons that Rocio traveled out of the villa is because she's on a journey to London or to the Europe on a vacation. Because she's been dreaming of headed or living in England for at least or at most 30 years up to date. But yesterday it was really the reasons why she wanted to actualize it. So the actualization of it itself came in handy. Something that the naysayers and the haters are misconstruing that Rocio has deserted or abandoned the villa or absconding the villa, if those words are used correctly. Especially one of the ardent haters, that is JT, who has turned Rocio to be the material content or to be a prop in his content delivery. Missed it big time because it's a narrative that he formed that Rocio and Amarwa are separating apart and Rocio is never to return. Into their own wildest thought, that is what they've been anticipating for all along. For the first day Amarwa met with Rocio and Rocio came to the villa. That is the narrative. That they're anticipating a time when Rocio and Amarwa will call it a put or will separate. Guys, a lot has been said into this YouTube street, and a lot more is the time to deconstruct them and classify such kind of information either truthful or demystified. So if you're coming across this YouTube street and this YouTube video for the very first time, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify instantly. To my loyal subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. Without your support and your timely helping me either directly or indirectly, your input is well recognized. So let's dive in after. My name is Zak and this is my YouTube channel. I hope this video is going to find you when you're doing fine and in good health wherever you are. So let me know where you're watching this video from, which country and which continent. Guys, I think let's dive straight away, lest we forget. The issues of a vacation, because Rocio is living out from the villa, headed to England for just a special vacation. But the main reason that majority of the naysayers and the haters doesn't want to tell you, concocting it to become a village rant, is that Rocio and Amarwa have separated, which is demystified because Rocio has come out to tell us in plain truth that he is headed to England, that is London, just for a mere vacation, because she has been anticipating moving over there for quite substantial amount of years, 30 years or so. And he's telling that the moment he starts to foresee such kind of scenarios, he will also embark in visiting other countries if his sight brings him the reality. Is her sight brings him actually to actualize such kind of destination. So it's something that it's something that Rocio has been thinking about even way back before they become even an item with Amarwa. So it's one of the dreams that she's fulfilling. And she's traveling to such particular kind of a dream and a landing destinations for her desires, because it's not coming out an ordinary, because it is a perfect thing that is first time headed there, but with the sun. A lot of questions have emerged that why Rocio is traveling alone, why not Amarwa? I believe the explanation we'll get from Rocio herself. Then from there we'll come and put everything
in England and things like this in my vision. I saw it already. I'm not going this time, but that's that means that there will be another time, because if I see it in my imagination, it exists, you know, maybe in a different line of dimension. But what is existing today, and I'm very happy about it, is that I am going to my dream destination, somewhere where I cannot even, it probably is in all my vision boards. In all my vision boards, I always put a picture of London. And it didn't happen before. Like, it didn't happen. And this thing that I was telling about the dreams, that sometimes you just put a seed, but then the time to grow is different, because maybe I just not really get distracted, but some other dreams appear and they came to reality faster, and then my thoughts were in manifesting something different. My directions and my goals and my attention were to other destinations, other dreams, and other realities that I manifested. But I also believe, I never doubted about me coming to this amazing city once in my life. I always knew it. I always trusted in perfect timing. And something that makes me emotional and happy is that, yeah, maybe I always wanted to, I don't know if coming alone, maybe, I don't know, I just knew that I was going. It doesn't matter if I was alone or with a company or with friends or with husband or with family or whatever. I always knew that I was coming, but I was never imagined that God, the universe, prepared for me to come with my son. So I am going to my dream destination with my son. I'm going to my dream destination with my best friend. I was never expecting that from life. I thought, I said I didn't want to cry. I said I wasn't going to cry, but it's just, the more I think about it, it's just, wow. This is not sadness at all. It's just happiness. It's pride. My mom told me that she's very proud of me.
And is telling us, actually, that the reasons why she has embarked to such kind of solitude journey, a journey that she needs a self-awareness, a journey that Rocio consider it to be a pilgrimage, a holy one, that she needs her time alone, she needs to think, meditate, basically on her life and fulfilling the desires of his dreams and wishes going forward. So such kind of dreams and such kind of pilgrimage is worth solitudeness. It's something that themselves they discuss with Amarwa, and Amarwa has accepted and has decided to support the wife Rocio through her dreams and desires. It's most of it is not of all people that who will actually or profoundly act like Amarwa, because sometimes a couple might be having a desire, but one of them might be like so hesitant to help. Others will like, no, that kind of a chaotic and a cruel journey that I will not decide to embark on. But Amarwa has decided to support the wife, because this is a dream, these are the things that they've discussed, these are something that they know, that if he supports the wife, he supports the growth of that family. Are you there? Because the center of that family revolves in both of the couples. So that if the couple cannot support each other's goal, therefore it's a marriage or an institution that is soon falling. So Amarwa had just to agree. So the embarking on Rocio to such kind of a pilgrimage, exodus itself, has got a blessings and a backing of Amarwa's effort. And that's why we saw when Amarwa was so pleased, Amarwa allowed everything, and everything was done in a full glare of camera. To the naysayers you've just heard from Rocio, that he's traveling alone, he would be with the husband or any other kind of a family, but he's headed there alone, but with the child, the first son, because that is part of him, and because the life of the child depended on the mother, she wouldn't have left the child. And that's a matter of fact. So the naysayers who are in front of twisting word that Rocio has left the villa will never come back, or Rocio has deserted Amarwa at the most hour of need when Amarwa is dealing with the construction, my friend. Amarwa has been building this construction site even long time before meeting Rocio. When Rocio came to the villa, Rocio has been helping Amarwa of even taking care of the workers, food, reminding Amarwa come and eat, a lot of things. So majority of naysayers must also be dispelled and talked out of that hatred thinking scenario that it is not what people think. Guys, it never stopped from there. Another correct story is a story of one of the YouTubers in Nyabanzi who faced mob justice in Migori town. So what really happened, it was a mistaken identity. Because we are being told both the SleemyBoy, Videejohner, and one of the friends took their motorcycle and headed to Migori town, where they went to prescribe certain kind of tattoo in their body. But they had parked their motorcycle in a particular kind of a stage where most of the motorcycle borders normally parks, just for security reasons. But when they went where the tattoos was being drawn, they had an afterthought when SleemyBoy was sent by Videejohner. You know, man, what you can do, you just go and get our border next to us, so that whenever we leave, we might not pass the other way, but this way. SleemyBoy went. Unfortunately, he mistook the Videejohner's motorcycle, or the motorcycle that he had, and instead he decided to push a different motorcycle from these borders. Guys, you want to know, for those people who don't know Kenya, we have the people that we call the borders, people who are riding the borders, the motorcycles, for the business. These people, most of them, I'm not saying all, most of them are rowdy. It doesn't matter what kind of tribes you come in. You go to each and every tribes in Kenya, these people are rowdy. Even if they are wrong, these people will lynch you. Even if you get any kind of accident, these people will come and assault even your vehicle and your property. They don't care. And this is actually what really happened to SleemyBoy. It is like mistaken thing, and they misconstrued of it, and you become a foreigner. Even if not a foreigner, if they know you, but you just misbehave a little bit, or maybe they have an thought that you guys are misbehaving. That's the way they deal with people. So it's quite unfortunate. It was a kind of a cruel delusion that happened in Migori. You know, there is only one kind of thing that I also saw Masugu doing that video and started blaming Videejohner. At that moment, I cannot reveal the Videejohner. When the mob has descended on you, most of the border people, and started beating one of you, the best thing that you can do as a person is you can head directly to the police. In the police station, you cannot head to the police who is manning a bank, because the police who is manning a bank has got a duty to protect the asset of the bank from intruder. So this police cannot act on an external affair unless you go to the police station. That is it. So accusing Videejohner of neglecting the SleemyBoy, it's quite out of order, because there's nothing Videejohner could have done at that scenario. The only thing is to scamper to safety or go to the police station to record. When the police came, the guy was already subdued, taken to the hospital, and that was the end of SleemyBoy. It's safety first. You don't face mob justice unless you also want to be dealt with or be deleted. So those people who want to apportion the blame to Videejohner, it's not right. It's not right. Because you haven't just seen where mob are descending on people. Whether these people is innocent or not innocent, the mob doesn't want to know. If you try or you didn't see supporting such, sometimes you risk being deleted. Perhaps let's see the confessions of a Videejohner, because Videejohner is telling us a story, what really happened at the moment, at last time they spoke with SleemyBoy.
Me, the last thing we did with Sleemy ni kuongea na manzi yake warudiane. Hiyo ndo conversation tulikaa tukaongea na yeye maana kabisa, like juu sisi ni watu wakubwa, mimi nimeoa, mimi na Slimy we are the same age, ni mtu anafaa akuwe na familia sahi, so tulikuwa tunajaribu kuadvisiana venye maybe anaweza anza family, hadi tukapigia manzi yake simu bro. We had a almost 1 hour 30 minutes conversation tu tunaongea, mpaka akasema atakuja this Friday, wakachini waongea. My God, alafu vitu tu zina happen tu hivi tu.
It's telling us the reasons why they met with SleemyBoy. They've been talking of it because SleemyBoy wanted to start a family, and they are age mates. They went to school together. Now they were advising themselves that Videejohner, you are now having a wife and a family, and I also want to have a family, because they were talking as friends. And the main aim of Videejohner into this conversation, Videejohner wanted to connect SleemyBoy with his former girlfriend so that they get back to the relationship, so that SleemyBoy could get a wife and a place to call home. These things happened until they decided to go to Migori, then everything taken a negative tangent. And that's why you're seeing Videejohner is mourning profusely and crying of a friend. Things taken. And he's telling us the lady agreed, and SleemyBoy and the lady was supposed to meet this coming Friday, Saturday, so that they solve things amicably and they get back on track. But unfortunately, as fate would have had it, SleemyBoy is no more. SleemyBoy is no more. May your soul rest in peace, SleemyBoy, because there's nothing we can say at this point. Is always take care of ourselves, learn our environment, where we go and where we walk. But may God rest your soul in eternal life. Guys, on another note, there's this saga between DavyJnr and Matiko's family. I don't want to involve in this saga. I want to involve into the Matiko's life that Matiko was taken to rehabilitation by DavyJnr for rehabilitation. That was a credit that is well credited to DavyJnr, and DavyJnr must receive all the accolades. Right there. What might have transpired along the way, we don't know, because DavyJnr came across that the person who they were partnering to help Matiko had some kind of demands that DavyJnr couldn't have met. So DavyJnr, what did? DavyJnr returned all the money that this partner was giving DavyJnr so that they could partner to help Matiko. So these are the funds that really delayed for DavyJnr to come and discharge Matiko. So when DavyJnr spoke about it, the Lazy Gang has been in communications with Matiko's mother, and the Matiko's mother has been sending signals and negative to draw attention. So the negativity cropped in, and his awareness was sent to salvage Matiko from it. It's not like Matiko was suffering. Matiko was homesick. Matiko was well fed. And Matiko rehabilitations and the body himself and the happiness itself. As now, if you see Matiko, you couldn't believe. You know? Guys, let's see Matiko. And it's a credit that DavyJnr might be given. Must be given big time. Because it was the rehabilitations of changing this guy's life. But the negativity cropped in.
Okay, let's give credit to it. DavyJnr did a very good job here. Though the motive behind doing the good deed might have been bad, but the end result is wow. Come on, let's be honest. Let's hand it to him. Yeah, look at him. Oh my goodness, look at him. Are you seeing? Are you seeing?
Turi.
The guy looks good.
Motomerense mananku yarengiga.
Kendari chotto.
Turi.
No.
Motomerense mananku yarengiga.
Kendari chotto.
Talk sense of it. There was no motive that was bad. The only motive was to take Matiko's rehabilitation to change the life, so Matiko could be so useful to the society. But you know, the people from Nyabohanse, most of them, they never had this word of appreciation itself is not in their vocabulary. Gratitudeless. The only thing they know, they will always bite the hands that normally feeds them. So this is the things that they're selling to Matiko. The propagandas that never exist. You know? When people saying that DavyJnr was helping Matiko to have Matiko's wife, that is bullshit. That is crap. I've never happened that DavyJnr cannot descend that low. Are you there? These are the people who are now acting like Angel to come and salvage. There's no problem if they salvage. They can salvage. It's fine. Well done. The only problem, they always like changing the goalpost. I know several issues have been spoken about. When Gintu was against DavyJnr taking Matiko to the hospital, the same Miss Ernest also was against. Max One even did a video that Matiko was in a prison. Now when Matiko came out, if you go to the social thread, all people are very happy. All people are even advising Matiko now from today going forward, stop alcohol. This is the thing that DavyJnr was fighting against, because DavyJnr took him to the rehabilitation so that he could come out clean and stop drinking alcohol. It's the same message. The only problem is maybe the person who was doing it. Like, I've not seen any problem if Ernest was given money by somebody to go and salvage Matiko from the hospital. I've got no problem. Matiko is out. But that should not be a podium of you standing and start ridiculing DavyJnr, because DavyJnr did it out of good heart. So the result of what you've just seen on your screen, that is Matiko, it's so splendid, wonderful work of the DavyJnr. And you know the rehabilitation itself is very expensive. Who could have afforded it? So there is no money that DavyJnr made out of Matiko's. DavyJnr spent his own money, because the other partner withdrew and decided that he wants back his money because maybe he wanted other favors from DavyJnr, favors that DavyJnr couldn't have kept up with. So DavyJnr decided, if you think you're helping me, so that you request other things that are some favors me to be accomplices, therefore that is not the road that I'm willing to travel with you. So DavyJnr couldn't have traded that fatal road. So DavyJnr decided to return all the monies. So as it stood, it was DavyJnr's funds that was helping Matiko to this. But the lazy gang won't tell you, the lazy gang want anything bad towards this family and DavyJnr going forward. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. Until next time, this is SleemyBoy.